Chat. Hello. What is crack-a-lackin'? How the hell are we? What's going on, peeps? Welcome to the Jank Tank. We're a little early today because I got bored, and I figured we might as well get started. All right. Anywho, hello. We're gonna get right into it. We are gonna start today by playing Chitinous Crawler Combo. I'm gonna mess with our tunes just a little bit here. All right. Anyways, this is the starting point that I've been working with. If you are not familiar with how this deck works, it is rather simple. We are playing 4 Chitinous Crawler, which is basically a creature version of Enduring Renewal. So at the beginning of your combat, you get to conjure a duplicate of a creature in your graveyard into the graveyard, and then it says if you have 8 or more permanents in the yard, you can exile and play a permanent from your graveyard, only, like I said, if there are 8 or more cards in there. So our goal is to get 8 permanents in the graveyard. Once we do that, we either put a Meat Hook Massacre on the field and or an Altar of the Brood, and then we recast a 0-cost creature, such as these, over and over to mill our opponent infinitely or deal or make our opponent lose 1 damage for every cycle. We're playing Fatal Push just as very cheap interaction, just to try and hold off our opponent. Vessel of Nascency as a way to dig, which also helps fuel Delirium for shifting woodlands. Malevolent Rumble is just a good card, helps ramp us into a crawler. Stitcher Supplier to fill the grave, a basic green-black mana base, and then the best addition is Beseech the Mirror, which can sack, one of our creatures. It can sack a vessel. It can sack the token off Malevolent Rumble to go fetch sort of any of our combo pieces. And yeah, we're basically a rather straightforward combo deck. We're kind of just trying to do the same thing every game. You might have to mess around with some of these numbers a little bit, but I am pretty excited to try it out. After that, I think we're going to take this 8-rack deck into best of 3. I've been messing with this off stream the past couple days, and this is the current build I want to try out. I don't really love Davriel, but I think just Bandit's talent is a little too slow, so we're going to try that. And I also built a sideboard for it so we can take it into best of 3. But anyways, let's start with Crawler Combo. We're gonna play this in best of 1 to get a feel for it. Only problem with this list is that it is very click intensive. So there's a good chance we time out while we combo, which isn't the best, but we can sort of keep track of what games we would have won if we had the time. I'm going to demonstrate the loop. This hand's actually very good. We have Rumble into Crawler. We can drop another land into the graveyard off of Vista. There's a pause there from our opponent, which is a little weird. I think we're just going to jam this into a Rumble. We'll grab another Serpent, just in case we have to go for a plan B here. A while ago, I turned this into a, do I just want to jam Crawler? I think so. A while ago, I was playing a black-white version of this deck. We're just going to conjure a Serpent. which felt pretty good because we could play Ranger Captain of Eos as like a tutor, and then I was also playing like Ingenious Weaponsmith and stuff. Mardu, little Thunder Kite boy. He's gonna swing just in the air. He doesn't want to lose his voice, but he gets to mobilize. We will definitely trade out both of those. At this point, we kind of just need to find one of our win cons. So we're looking for an Alter or a Beseech, which is pretty good too. Let's just set up for next turn. So we're gonna just play a Serpent for 4. At least gives us a blocker against his Hellkite. I guess we could have played that out of the graveyard, but we're just gonna chill. And then next turn we can Beseech, sack the Stone Coil, go find probably just, I don't know what the quicker option is. Yes, I do. We're gonna find Massacre. We'll see what opponent can do here. I think Mobilize is a menace. Devilish Valet is pretty good. Swings all that kills us, right? He gets double Mobilize. That turns into like a 32 something. Yeah, no blocks. Rip. Chat, we are one turn too slow. I don't think Devilish Valet is the way to go with those decks, but I like it. But I hate Mobilize. Oh my gosh. Not fun for us. Internet's been on the fritz all day, so we'll see if it holds up for us. But anywho, what's going on? Final Fantasy comes out in about a week or so. What else is happening? Article is up on, I don't even know what I wrote about. Oh, some decks that are on my watch list. Soulstar Mage. That's for sure a card that does things. We're not gonna play any of those. Him to the Ages sucks. Is our opponent playing more than X cards? No. Let's just see if we can find an Alter. That works for me. We're just gonna cast it right away. Get it on the field. Harmonic Prodigy is a good one. I think we just want to at least get a card off of this Walker. So we're going to play that, mill him, and then we'll surveil. We'll dump that. So at this point, we're kind of just looking for a crawler. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 permanents in the yard. 5, 6 with those two, and hopefully with this market back, it dies. So we'll have 7. Oh, wow, he's playing Flame more. And he gives us a card, which is interesting. I will take that. Let's cast this for 2. Hand's a little empty at the moment, but that's okay. This is probably okay. So he's gonna draw. We're gonna make 2 1/1s. No blocks. We're gonna try and keep them around. We will throw another permanent in the yard, and at least we get a 5/5 that is immune to Flame of Nor. We'll swing back at him. We got nothing else going on. I don't like it. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Opponent. Does opponent not have land? He's gotta have a land, chat. Swings at us for 2. We find a Rumble. good for us. Meat Hook Massacre. Or Shifting Woodland. We don't have anything in there, so let's grab the Massacre. Should we just do it for 3 right away? Yeah, we'll swing here. Oh. That gets us our win con on the field. Kills our tokens, but now at this point we're just looking for a crawler. Or, I mean, we'll see what kind of creatures he has, but we might be able to just win off the back of this Stone Coil. He's on a 2-turn clock. Soulstar Mage is a good one. Does he have Birthday Escape plus him? He can't flame our Stone Coil, which is good. He could remove it into the Flood Maw. Okay, nothing there. Let's Rumble. If we find... we'll take just Shifting Woodlands. Should we just turn this into a 6/6? And then sack the token, make him lose 1, go to 8. Nice. Do we have anything we can turn? No. He's gonna shanty us. And then what? There's a Beseech. We'll sack this. We'll go get Chitinous Crawler. And then we combo him out. Unless he has another Into the Flood Maw. Doesn't look like he does. We'll hit him with a good game. We also can play our land drop for turn, so even if he does remove Crawler, we can Shifting Woodland it and then continue the loop. Nice. We did draw quite a lot of lands. Like I said, I think this is what, version 2.1? I think the only change I made from the last version was we played Stitcher Supplier. So there's a chance we want to mess with mana and stuff, but let's just play, I don't know, X amount of games, see where that puts us. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do, chat? Let's delete this. Let's do another post. Sorry, chat. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, chat, while we're thinking about it, is this plus Moon Mist. We didn't brew that yet, because I always forget about it. What does the backside of this do? So at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You can look at it, and then once during each of your turns, you get to cast it out. Okay, it's interesting. Do we have mythics? Yeah, we do. We'll come back to it. Bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, boom, bam, bam, ba-dam. You have any suggestions for this? Boom, boom. Bam, 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 bam. What are the hashtags on why does Twitter's hashtag thing not work? Like, at all. I don't get it, chat. Alright. Let's just do that. Cool. How's the internet keeping up? Somewhat. Alright. Let's go game 3 here. We are what? 1-1? Maybe we should put a little record thing on our screen. I mean, yeah, this hand's pretty good. Supplier into Massacre. Sentinel's annoying. We're just gonna blow it up right away. Opponent either on... Guys, it's Ludwig. Could be on auras. Or just straight life gain. Looks like he's on auras. Or just straight Boros. We don't know. We'll play a supplier. And then having the Phyrexian Tower here to fuel it into a Meat Hook Massacre seems pretty good against the Ocelot Pride. A Johnny would be annoying. Good for us. I mean, we could also just block here, but I don't think it matters too much. We'll let him make the tokens. He's gonna sack both. We do find another land. We'll sack here, mill ourselves. We do find the 0-cost creature. And then next turn we can fetch with Vista and kill him. Hopefully, if he taps out. Ugh. He'll sack both. Honestly, all we really want him to do is just like play in a Johnny next turn. And Dirtle. But we'll see what he does. There's also something to be said for us, like, swapping out the Fatal Pushes. Halo Fountain. Okay. Opponent is dead. We have Henry Backwalker to loop. Again, this takes a while. So hopefully opponent just concedes to the loop. But they never do. Which is annoying. And let me tell you, I was playing this draft, like the first draft on off stream the other day, and I played just 5 games, and 4 of my opponents had main deck Gaia's Blessing as I was milling them out with Altar of the Bread. So if that tells you anything, chat. Luckily our opponent there conceded to us. Because they're very nice. That puts us to what? 2-1? Not too shabby, chat. Ooh. I don't love this hand. This hand's much better. We'll throw back an altar. Outrageous robbery. We probably want what? Vista? Okay, opponent is playing Bajuka Bog, but we milled it. High Noon. That doesn't work for us, chat. That's not good. We might be taking the might be taking the slow roll here. Let's think. I mean, we can still mill him. But are we better off just going Bade right away? Probably. We'll conjure another thing into our graveyard. Maybe we can just start playing multiple crawlers. Opponent did not find land. So we're just going to keep playing cards and milling him. Opponent plays Fall of the Thran. What a baller. Hopefully we can just chill out for a little bit here. Kills our hanger back, gains 2. We get 2 tokens, mill him 2 more. Wow. He's playing a deck that really hates us, chat. Let's actually swing first. We'll throw another hanger back in the yard. I actually kind of like the mill plan here, so I think we're gonna... no. He's at 12. We can kill him pretty fast. Let's just grab another Chitinous Trawler. We can't cast it off of High Noon, obviously. He plays second Virtue, which is good with us. We'll jam here. We'll play second Crawler. Hope he does not have it. We get to make a copy of Walker. Make a copy of Walker. Swing for 4. Knowing us, he will top deck land into board wipe. He is at 8. So I think he's just dead to Shifting Woodland, copying another crawler. Damn. Chat, are we good at this game or what? The old Chitinous Crawler beatdown. That was funny. Love it. Chat, my hair is flattened every time I wear my headset. Also, chat, how do you raid people? I know we don't really get many viewers in here, but I feel like we should raid people when we're done with stream. But then is it embarrassing if it's like, Plum rated whoever with 0 viewers? That might be stupid. Scratch that. Okay, never mind, chat. We have Altar, Stitcher, 2 lands, plus a Vessel and a Meat Hook. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good hand. We'll lead on Altar. Opponent leads on black. Pass. Actually, we'll probably Rumble turn 2. Bandit's Talent. Okay, I see you. This is good because we can still win via Shifting Woodland. We being surgical yet? No. I'll take a Stone Coil, whatever. Funny enough, does he have main deck surgicals? Seems like he does. We might take our hanger back walker. Or not. Okay, opponent concedes. Good for us. Oh, hold on, chat. Let me do something real quick. Sorry. Okay. We're back. Howdy. Yeah, another good hand. We have all 3 combo pieces, plus some good mill and card selection here. Got a Beseech, too. Opponent starts with the plains. Shifting Woodland is pretty good. We'll land... I think we're going to Supplier, mill ourselves, and then we'll play this Vessel out. Ooh, we hit double something for him. Wow. Chat, we good this game or what? Is he just on mono white auras? Seems like it. Why would he not have a turn 2 play, though? Did we mill another? No, we didn't. Let's grab ourselves a green source. Let's just crack Vessel. Should turn on Shifting Woodland. We find second altar. That works for me. Woodland is online. Swing for 1. Fatal Push could just be like Thoughtseize. Okay, he finds a Spirit Dancer. There's a chance he's playing Shard Mage's Rescue. But I still think we want to just play out the Crawler and try and get enough things in our grave here. Let's go to combat and see if he'll flash in Rescue and block our Supplier. Oh my gosh, chat, am I smart or what? He decides not to, though. So, in this spot, he's either going to... I'm sure he'll shelter our Crawler. There's also a chance he can just kill us here. Double Ethereal Armor or something like that, but... What's going on in this game? We didn't fill our graveyard fast enough. He does have sheltered, so I'm glad we're on the altar of the Brood plan. He gets to eat our Crawler. Hit us for 9, so we are dead next turn. We find a Vessel. We can... What do we have in here? Anything good? No. So we could play Vessel plus Serpent and hope he doesn't have another piece of removal. I mean, there's a good chance he does have another piece of removal, but at least we get to block with Stone Coil. We find second Stone Coil. That puts enough permanents into our yard for next turn. Let's just see if we die. Second Shard Mage will concede, or second Shelter by Ghost will concede. Yeah. We're close, chat. We're a turn behind. Rip. Rip Areno. I wonder if we could play, like, Innocent Blood. No, that's just a worse card, right? You shouldn't skew. Off of one game, huh? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. I need, like, a streamer light chat. We'll try this hand. Opponent plays nothing there. Swing for one. Captain Blauber. Merfolk? Sapphire Medallion. I don't know what's happening, chat, but I'm into it. Let's play our walker. Swing for one. Opponent to play a 4-drop here. Chooses not to. We'll swing one. We'll see if he flashes something in. Does not. I think we're going to put a counter on the hand your back. Don't like what's going on here. Makes me feel like he's just full of counter spells. He's trying to proliferate. Interesting. Glad we have Shifting Woodland then. I almost want to just kill our own... We're just trying to try and double spell. I almost want to kill our own Stitcher Supplier. Oops. But we're just going to try and double spell. And then swing out with a Supplier. Keep chipping away. 3 steps ahead. You got it. So he's just on mono blue counter spells, huh? Maybe playing Jin. The Bath Song. That's not a good card. But I'm here for it, chat. I am so here for it. I don't know what we're playing or what we're doing. Can I just do this for 5? Three steps ahead. Alright, so good news is he's running out of cards. He gets to draw 3 and discard 1 next turn. And we have yet to see him do anything. Now, does he... No, he does not proliferate the Saga. Ominous Seas. Okay. I'm into it, sir. Can I play this Altar of the Brood? Now we can. Very interesting. Let's try playing Crawler. We have the Woodland to get it back. I wonder if we're also better off playing more Phyrexian Towers to fuel this Stitcher Supplier. He does not get additional draws, but he does have 8 mana. Into Gambit, proliferate on the seas. Teferi Pilgrim. Draw a card for 0. Counter on the seas. Chat, I think... Ooh, Vessel is pretty good. We're gonna swing at him. He's only at X. Let's see if we can find like a rumble or something. Or a second crawler. Do we have a... Okay, we do. Alright, let's see if we can combo off through something next turn. What is this alt at? 12? Okay, that's not very good. We need him to not have... Well, we'll see. He minuses to make a body, plays the bass song. He draws 2, discards 1. He does have the ability to make an 8/8. Should I kill his thing end of turn? I just want him to not feel the ruin meat, which he does not. Does he have the bounce spell for Crawler? Is my question. He's looking at it. He's got to have a bounce spell. Watch him also be playing Gaia's Blessing. Should we hit him with a nice? Draw 2 cards, discard. Okay, he's digging. He's got some options here. No responses to those, and that resolved without a problem. So 3 steps ahead. Draw 2, discard. He needs like a Fading Hope? No, he didn't have it. Okay. Shifting Woodland coming in clutch. Don't know why I didn't Field Ruin us end of my turn. But that's okay, chat. That is a-okay. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum. Chat, I need a cheap light. You guys can't, like, there's this big window behind me, which doesn't help. Ooh, sun's out, guns out. What do we got here? Fatal Push. Double Push. We'll turn one a Serpent just for funsies. We'll rumble and look for a land, or maybe a vessel. Fireblade Charger is fine. There's our land. That's pretty good. Let's grab a Meat Hook Massacre. Pass back. We might actually just want to jam a Crawler. To be honest. Plays with Fire, our Serpent. And then swings at us. Yeah, you got it, Super Chief. I think we're just gonna jam Chitinous Crawler and have a 4/4. And then we'll copy Stonecoil. And then if we need to, we can Massacre next turn. Kind of opens us up to some other Lightning Strike stuff, but I think that's okay. Frostbite into second Frostbite is fine with me. Cool. We can Fatal Push this Charger. Pass back. Also a chance we want to play out a Massacre and sack it to get another Crawler. Opponent is running out of steam, which is good for us. Grab Black Source. Find another Crawler, which puts him mostly dead next turn if he doesn't have anything for it. Because then we'll make another Stone Coil, play out this Massacre, and then we can loop him and drain him for 20. Could also do it right now, but we're not going to, because we don't have a win con. CD plays. Forgotten Cave. Annex. Cool. So we will play Shifting Woodland. We'll do this for 0. Boom, 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 boom. We'll hit him with a good game. So I feel like if he had something to kill our 4-drop, he would have done it already. Just loop this. Oh, chat. I hit the wrong button. Like I said, problem is this is a really slow combo. We have to click all the way through 16 more times. Hey, you conceded. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Did I have fun? No. I never do, chat. Never have fun. So far, I'm feeling pretty good with this list. We're coming up on an hour of games. We've probably only been through like 8, maybe a little more. Yeah. Not too shabby. Only one piece of our win con here, but we do have a supplier to dig. And a few things to at least clog up the board a little bit. Let's go supplier. Mill ourselves. Hit 3 lands. Love to see it. Opponent is on Cauldron. He's on 4-color. We'll see a Ritual here. Abrupt Decay. You got it, Super Chief. Crawler off the rip. I like that. Let's play this. So we kind of have to get to... We can play Altar plus start the combo in the same turn. But we're going to need quite a bit more into our graveyard. So we'll see what opponent does. Samwise Gamgee. I mean, there's a good chance they combo before us. Stone Coil is hot. I think we play Crawler. And then pass. So if he doesn't have removal or the combo, we get to combo him out. He has Goose, makes 2 food. He just needs, what, a sack outlet? Bombardment, brings the cat back, and then kills us, right? Oh, chat. Again, a turn too slow versus our opponent. You hate to see it. Not fun. We tried. We're always trying, chat. Let's go for another one. Let's do it. I am excited. I know we're gonna build that Moon Mist deck at some point, but we do get a couple good humans in Final Fantasy that also get to flip. This hand is spicy. Triple Rumble seems pretty good. We do just scry off the rip. Control is not our forte. We're gonna chuck a Vessel, just because I think we're gonna have to probably rely on shifting woodlands. In order to get somewhere. We want to make sure we can turn on Delirium. Opponent plays Oracle. It's fine with us. We find a supplier, which I think is pretty good. We're gonna jam that. I think I want to sack this to Rumble, and then we'll Fatal Push. Ooh, let's grab an Alter the Brood. We're gonna push the bird, and then I think we're gonna play the Altar while we can. Milling is not going to be the most fun, just because he put 9 cards into his deck. Could see a board wipe, could see a walker of some sort. Skyclave Apparition is good too. If that means he's on a blink list, that's much better for us. We do find Urborg. Let's play Shifting Woodlands. Let's Rumble. Meat Hook Massacre is great. We'll play this for 1. We'll just pass back. He might Ephemerate if he's on a blink list. Correct. Now, is he going to eat our supplier plus our hanger back? I feel like he would have been better off eating both, but that's okay. Because if he ate that and then the supplier, we'd have a turn here, but we'll see. Kind of sucks that he has instant speed interaction for our Meat Hook. Should we go grab a Crawler and just try and combo? So we'll do this. Black, green, black. We'll bargain, see if he has a counter spell, sack a token, go find Chitinous Crawler. See if he has like an Aven Interrupter or something. Opponent, are you there? Hello? Opponent, please? Opponent? Did we scare him off? Chat, did we scare off opponent? Maybe. Opponent, hello? Are you gone forever? No. Okay, opponent is gone apparently. Not really sure where they went. We will cast Chitinous Crawler. Play this for 0. And then start our loop, I think. So we have a hanger back. I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. I don't like it. Maybe they disconnected. Feels bad if they did. Sorry, sir or ma'am. I mean, this deck kind of just folds the Grave Hate of any sort, so I would assume it's strictly best of 1. Chat. Bow. But I do like the redundancy with Shifting Woodland. That it turns into both our win con and our combo. Right? It can copy Massacre, Alter, Chitinous Crawler, literally anything. It's taking forever. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we gotta do it 10 more times, chat. We can handle it. I don't like it. I love it. Is there anything else we could play that just dies by itself? That's not an X-Cross creature. So that we don't have to do all this double clicking. I'd rather just be able to have to cast this, click it, and not have to click the pay 0, confirm 0. I mean, it's fine, but annoying. Vessel of Nascency feels like a little secret best card in the deck. A Delirium Enabler that also acts as like a decent redundancy to Malevolent Rumble. It's pretty good, chat. Alright, we gotta do it one more. We didn't get any rope or anything, so that's good. We'll finish him off here. Nice! GG's. Don't know where opponent went, but that's okay. Better that it wasn't control. Chat, internet's, are we okay, chat? We're good? Internet's back up, kinda. We're struggling a little bit. Okay, we're okay, I think. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Internet lately has just been, ooh, tough. What do we got? Altar, market back, plus a beseech. We're gonna try it out. I think we are gonna lead on the altar just to start getting a little mill action going, and then we'll probably turn to the mortuary into a 1-drop serpent. Opponent might be on Eldrazi, which is no fun for us. I would like to keep that, please. Then at least let's just play Crawler. We're probably gonna have to. I mean, Kozilek's command kind of sucks for us. I think we want to actually play this, swing for 1, and then we're gonna sack it to play Crawler out here. Internet is not agreeing with me right now. Come on, internet, stay with me. It is just being annoying, huh? Blooming Marsh is fine. We're gonna jam this for 2. Mill him. We're hitting some good stuff. We'll make a copy of Stone Coil. He has, what, 5 mana? Into Monument. That hurts us. Malevolent Rumble is great. Give me a Prismatic. Where does that get us? To 4? We might be able to get there, chat. Right? If I play this right? We'll sack the Market Backwalker. Yeah, we can get there. Play this. And then we'll beseech. Sack the token. And just cast like a Malevolent Rumble. I guess we could have done it with Vessel too. We'll take a Supplier. And then hit him with a good game. We'll just play Stone Coil. Chat, we did it! Obviously, Alter the Blood's worse. Do you think he has like a Kozilek in there that would shuffle everything back into his library? Because that would suck. But we're gamers. But like I said, there's been a bunch of people just playing Gaia's Blessing in their deck for no reason besides hating on Mill. If you're playing Plat, well, I guess it wasn't Plat. Yesterday was Mythic before the season reset. But I mean, he could easily just like play Udin, but I don't think that really matters. We have Vessel plus Supplier. But it seems like the opponent's gonna make us click all the way through. But we'll count this as a win either way. If we time out, that's okay. I just wish we had a better way to interface with combos. MTGO, you can like make loops, right? Maybe. I don't remember how it works. But Chitinous Brawler's been very impressive. Sire of 7 deaths. He's not even playing good Eldrazi, he's just playing the bad ones. Chat, I've been playing Illness in the ranks. In the sideboard of our 8-rack deck. 8-rack deck. Let me tell ya, baller. Ocelot Pride does nothing. They make, you know, they Kozilek and make a bunch of Eldrazi tokens. They all die. It's fantastic. I've been loving it. Doesn't feel great against a Johnny. Oh, he's got other Ulamog. Do we have any other? Let's play a little Market Backwalker, huh? Switch it up on him. Oh god, it takes forever to mill people out, huh? And now I just added another little trigger here. Do you think we're gonna hit the Gaia's Blessing? Let's play Stonecoil again. Or he's got like his one of Progenitus, because he's a baller. Or Nexus of Fate, because he's an even bigger baller. The good news is, the only way you can get rid of Alter is with Ulamog. I'm also surprised we have not hit a timer yet. Generally, it does rope us at some point. But this is not like a fancy combo, so our opponent... Why is our opponent playing Semblance Anvil? Alright, we did get roped. Which means we do not get to mill him out completely. Which kind of sucks. But we tried our best. We might be able to just go to combat. Smack him for 4. I don't know how much that actually resets the timer, but at least gives us a few more looks. Alright, showed up again. Gave us like 3 loops. He only has 8 cards in his deck. He does have Forsaken Monument, which means he can cast something big. Probably get one more loop in here. Sometimes it passes the turn mid-combo, and then you don't even get to do anything. So I assume he just, like, has an Ulamog. Which I don't think really matters. He is playing Semblance Anvil, but he's only playing, like, one. Ulamog, the Defiler, is fine. Again, he only has 5 cards, and we can play out 3 things to speed it up. Then we only have to perform the loop twice. Oh, even better. It's also one of the reasons I like playing Alter out early, is because on more than one occasion, those few extra cards we milled just like playing lands and stuff off of Alter end up, you know, winning us the game. Do we have basic left? We should. Opponent realizes they lost. Should we hit him with the I can do this all day? You should see my other deck. Oh, chat, are we freaking good at this game or what? Or what? Yeah, we'll grab a forest, mill him again. Then we'll play Vessel, mill him again. We'll play Supplier, mill him again. Mills us. Can Vessel, find something else. Second Vessel, sure. This is the last card. And then we'll just pass back to opponent. Conjure another one of those. Nice, chat. We're freaking killing it, dude. No attacks. Pass back to opponent. Nice. GG, opponent. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, chat, we made the plat 3. Nice. Now, let's play a little bit more of this. I do have an 8-rack list I want to get to, but I don't think the 8-rack list is going to be very good. 1, because it's not playing 8 racks, and 2, what is this? Destroy 250. Oh my gosh, chat, look at what we got. Liliana. Incredible. Wow. Oh, chat, my elbow hurts. But also, all these big mana decks that can just play lands every turn and eventually just like top deck things is gross. My other idea was to splash white in our discard list and play like Orange Chant, Silence, Rebel. This hand's pretty sweet. We'll Supplier first. We have a Beseech the Mirror. We hit 2 permanents. We're digging for like an altar. Would be nice. Meat Hook Massacre works pretty well too. Let me grab a Stitcher supplier. Swing for 1. Next turn, we want to... Well, let's see what. Shocking Sharpshooters. Playing a little combo list. Oh, we just find Crawler. Hot. Let's Supplier into Massacre for 0. Does that hit us off? Yeah, it does. We'll do this for 0. And then we're gonna hope opponent does not have anything next turn. We'll see. I don't think they can combo us out that fast, but... Nice. Look at this, chat. Little turn 4. Oh, I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with artifacts, chat. I don't know why I was thinking about artifacts. Alright. So we play this. That loses 1 life. And then we hit him with a nice. We cast this for 0. We combo him out. We only have to do it 16 more times. Most people don't even know what we're doing. Bum, bum, bum. Turn 4 off 3 lands, too. Chat, maybe we do want to play Phyrexian Towers. Rearrange the mana base a little bit so that we can sack these suppliers more often. I think the original list, we were also playing... Okay, opponent conceded. Thank you, sir. We were also playing Souls of the Lost. Just so that we had a nice backup plan. But I don't think that's necessary in this list. Do I even have... I have the original list somewhere. Again, all these are on our... Mox field. So this was the very first variation. It was also in Timeless because the fetches were so much better. And we had access to Witch's Cottage, which is cool. But this one was interesting. We only played 2 Stone Coil because we had Ranger Captain, which also fetched Supplier, Crawler, and Vermin. And then Ingenious Smith found Portable Hole, Bauble, and Altar. But I kind of like that we have diversified win cons with also playing Meat Hook Massacre. But in terms of the mana base, I think we have to have Vista just in order to get additional mills plus turn on Woodland. Also helps the Fatal Push. And additional permanent there, but I wonder if we could play like another tower and an additional mortuary, but I feel like we also want to be able to curve out on like Stitcher Altar turn 1 into a Rumble turn 2 or something. Let's play just a couple more. I don't know what our record is. Probably around 50%. We haven't been doing anything crazy. I apologize for the, I know we're getting some lag here or there. Okay, we're currently 17-9. Not the worst. Please ignore all these other random garbage. Those Balin decks actually were pretty good. Alright, what do we got? No good enabler, but we do have Altar plus... Like, we have the combo in hand. Problem is we just have to get the permanents in the yard. So we'll probably jam this Walker. Turn 2. JK. Chat, we're so freaking good at this game. Ooh, pulling out a little Merfolk. He is. We can beat Merfolk. We already got our altar down. Might have a Hex Catcher here. We'll play this into a... Actually, you think he has anything big? What if we just play a Crawler? And what if we play this for 0? Just to give us something to conjure. Also turns on Shifting Woodlands. We'll duplicate Walker. That puts 3. And we'll pass. So, we're at 3. He does have Hex Catcher, because I have a huge brain. Stitcher Supplier probably won't hit 3 permanents, but at least get us to 6. Maybe. He's playing Civilian. We find Shifting Woodland. So let's Supplier. Let's see if we can combo here. We mill. We do hit all 3. So we can combo off. Correct? Because we get to conjure. Copy of Hangerback into the whatever. Nice. No attacks. And then we'll just start looping. Yeah, we have to do this guy. Hit him with an oops. Watch him also play Gaia's Blessing. I'm just real afraid of Gaia's Blessing, chat. We are demonstrating the loop. Opponent usually doesn't concede because they hate us. They don't value their time. But guess what? I don't value my time either. We don't have another... We don't have anything else in here, do we? No. That sucks. I do love the art of the Baneslayer sleeves, though. Opponent is not going to concede because they hate us. So we're just gonna stick around and get as many mills as we can before they we get timed out. Chat, why do people get so upset, specifically on Arena, when you combo out? Like, why do they not just concede? You can't really misclick on this because it always gives you an option to cancel. Plus, like, the cards just go back in the graveyard so you can do it again. So there's no point in not conceding, unless they think they're somehow going to see more of my deck and they're curious, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So we'll just keep going until we get timed out. I do have to pee, chat. So maybe we'll play 1 or 2 more after this, and then we'll pee. I'll give you guys a little break. And then we'll come back and start playing some best of 3. Test out that 8 rack build. Play a little market back walker. Heyo. Chat, our internet is like garbage today. We're dropping frames left and right. I apologize. I know that's gonna show up in the VOD, but my bad, dudes. I have Google Fiber too. Whew. Google Fiber is not as good as you think it is. I used to live in Florida. AT&T Fiber, I don't think ever slowed down, ever dropped. Like, ever. In my 3 years I was living there. It's wild. Chat, someone's trying to give me... We have to ban them, chat. We have to ban them. Bans. Chat, do you think they're playing Gaia's Blessing? Again, I'm also surprised we haven't timed out. Alright, there it is. You know, as soon as I say it. We can probably mill him a few more, and then we might just use the last one to play like a hanger back walker or something. Like an actual hanger back walker for 2. Or 1. Just to make a blocker. They only have 14 cards left in the library. Here's our first timeout. We could probably get whatever. Could we get another one in here? Probably. We'll do one more. Come on, we can do it. Come on, come on. I just want to do it for 2. Alright, opponent gets their hand back. We'll see if they're still here. They are! Nice! Misbind doesn't do anything. Master doesn't do anything. They still have a crawler. We get to dump Hanger back in our graveyard. Make a 1/1. They mill again. We get to Shifting Woodlands. We'll speed it up just by playing these out. That sucks that we can't combo in 1 turn because of the timers. But they only have 5 cards left, so this should be quick. I know this is absolutely riveting gameplay. I'm telling you, chat, I'm waiting for the Gaia's Blessing. Where is it? There's also some plays where you could like Shifting Woodland onto a next cross creature to put the Shifting Woodland in your graveyard and turn on Crawler. I don't know when you'd ever want to do that, but... Alright, is that it? We did it? Chat, we did it! I'm glad they wasted their time losing. But, we did indeed do it. We did indeed do it. Proud of us, chat. Are there, like, good bots we should be having in chat? And I don't know how to get those. Politics. Drugs. Nah. Alright, let's do one more. And then we'll take a short break so I can pee, and then we'll come back with a different list. Hopefully just as good as this one. But we will find out. Slow, but we can try it. This might be a deck where we just mulligan aggressively, but let's try a hand that's a little worse than we want it to be. We do have double push. Ooh, omniscience. We'll play Alter the Brood. That's a good one. I mean, we do have all our combo pieces here. So let's jam Market back for one. Opponent's probably able to combo off faster than we can, especially since we're dumping cards into their graveyard for them. However, they did miss that, so let's swing for one because we can. Let's cross 4 to put on, right? Correct. I think next turn, what is he doing? He's just digging for a creature and persist, right? He has a Forerunners. Let's oh, we milled the persist. Let's swing for one and then beseech. Oh, hold on. Can we... Oh, chat, am I stupid? We can't. Because we would have to sack that instead. Let's just cast Crawler. And see where that gets us. That was my mistake. Cathartic Reunion. He does discard 2. Did he find the land plus persist? He shocks it in. No, he does not have the persist yet. Dumps both of those and then does nothing. Okay. Second Alter. We'll shock in a land for a second here. So let's go green source, Alter. We're trying to get Crawler on board, right? So let's go colorless, crack this, draw a card. I don't think we're going to turn that on, but we do find Malevolent Rumble. What do we got here? I think we just have to cast another Rumble, correct? Dump whatever. Let's grab the Walker because we can put in the yard right away. He mills 2. Otherworldly Gaze, you got it. Chat, if we mill him enough, do you think he has enough to just, like, we can just get things out of his deck so he can't fetch anything off of Emergent? We'll do this for 0. That puts 6 things. We're 1 permanent short, huh? So if Overgrown Tomb was a prismatic ending, we could have comboed. Or not a prismatic Vista, you know what I mean, chat. Alright. So he has to go off this turn, which I think he can. I mean, he dug a lot. It's funny that milling him is actually doing better than we can. Oh. Alright. Chat. I think we won. We did it, chat. He only has, what, 22 cards? We can mill him. We're milling him 2 at a time. Chat, we did it. Or he's playing Progenitus. He's not playing Progenitus, but we were close. Alright, chat. Deck was sweet. We played that for about hour 40 minutes. We'll probably chill there for a second. We ended with what? I want to see what our win rate is, but internet is so slow today. We went 19 and 9, chat. Not bad, not bad. %, is actually quite high. Obviously, Element of Surprise gives us a lot, but this deck feels, I don't know, super consistent. I mean, I think Stonecoil Serpent's probably your best X-Cross creature. Fatal Push was okay. It's not the best. I don't know if we want to go a little more all in, but I feel like we're able to assemble the combo very fast, and especially being able to get like turn 3 crawlers off of Rumble. It's possible we just want this to be a mana dork. There's that new guy that mills and exiles, kind of like Death Right Shaman, but not as good. But Shifting Woodland definitely brings a lot to this deck. Like these 2 cards, compared to that black-white version I started with, I think you just have to be black-green. Vessel also felt very good. Great for turning on Shifting Woodland in terms of Delirium. Beseech the Mirror is awesome. Deck, you know, we're pretty consistently going off turn 4-ish. I don't know if there's a way we could speed that up. Again, maybe if this was another permanent that mills us somehow, or I mean, we could play, what's that card with Forage? Or no, it doesn't have Forage. What's the squirrel card, chat? Okay, I guess I don't know what cards I'm talking about. 2 mana. It's gotta be what, a sorcery? And it, I guess we could play Commune with the Gods. What's the 2 mana card with a squirrel on it, chat? That's like Malevolent. That I can't think of. Ooh, say its name isn't bad either. It does give us creature and lands. I mean, honestly, this might be a pretty good plan B, but again, we're replacing... not worth it. Not worth it. Chat, what is the card I'm thinking of? I have no idea. I thought it had Forage, but I was wrong. Did I just miss it? Maybe? Nature's Way, Rabbit Bite. Mulch is interesting, but we'd probably just rather play Seder Wayfinder, right? Maybe it's an instant. Am I wrong? Chat, is it an instant? This is called You Watch Plum. Oh, Cash Grab. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. You get a permanent card, and then you create a food. That's what it does. I mean, not the worst, but I like where this deck is so far, so I think we'll keep it how it is. But always room for improvements, so we'll probably revisit it, but I'm pretty happy with where we're at so far with the deck list. I like it. I like it, chat. Let me throw that on the old Twitter, and then we'll be back. Guys, the Epic Experiment podcast followed me. Thanks, Epic Experiment. I love you too. All right, Plum will be right back, and we'll switch gears into this list, which I am interested in trying out. So let's go 8 Rake, 8 him. Let's just call this Mind Rake Rack. Update that. Let me update the stream elements. What was that deck we were thinking of, chat? Jacob, what was his last name? Hawken? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, here is our second list of the day, which I will come back to in a second. Chat, I will be right. Hey, chat. Did you miss me? Did you grab some snacks? Okay. Let's get back into it. Deck number 2. Here is a version of discard that I have been messing with. We've played around with a few different variations. I decided to sort of go back to basics and just make a very plain and clean list that we can then sort of work on from there. So the basic idea behind this is we have some pretty good discard, but if you are familiar with Hymn to Tuark, which I will put in chat. Hymn to Tuark is 2 mana, target player discards 2 cards at random. Right? It's a good card. It's very similar to Wrench Mines, which is actually basically the same thing. Target player discards 2 unless they discard an artifact. We don't have either of those. However, in my brain, Bandit's Talent is sometimes Hymn to Tuark, right? Hymn to Tuark, right? Each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. So occasionally it hits 2 things. Same idea, Undercity Plunder also sometimes hits 2 things if opponent doesn't want to give us a card conjured. So we already have 2 pseudo Hymn to Tuarks. And then one of the cards that I actually just wrote about in an article, last week's article was on 5 cards that I'm interested in brewing with in Historic, or sort of on my watch list. And we actually, I think I talked about it. We talked about Mind Rake. It's not really Hymn to Tuark, but it kind of is Hymn to Tuark. So I really like the trifecta of these, where we have 12 possible cards. This one's guaranteed. So 8 pseudo hymns, and this one guarantees the player discards 2. However, it makes us discard 2 as well. But if our goal is to just empty our opponent's hands, kinda in the same vein as like Eidolon of the Revel and Burn, we're not really caring if we're discarding 2. We don't really care if we hurt ourselves. We just want to get cards out of the opponent's hand. So I'm playing 12 package there. Of course, we're going to play Inquisition and Thoughtseize to round out the package. So we have 20 ways to discard cards. And then the rest of the deck is just removal and sort of utility. So I've tried a few different things. We were playing Edicts for a while. Did I move them to the sideboard? Maybe. We want to get rid of a surgical and add an illness. But I think Consuming Corruption is actually pretty hot. We do take a lot of damage. We're playing Toxic Deluge as our board wipe plus 4 Vista. So I feel like Consuming Corruption alongside Urborg make sure all of our lands are swamps, so it sort of scales well with the game and gains them some life. Feels pretty good. We're playing 4 Push, which is why we're playing the 4 Vista in order to help trigger Revolt. Consuming Corruption, like I said. Liliana, just because she's Liliana. And then I really don't love Davriel, personally. But I'm playing him just because there's been a few games where Bandit's Talent is enough, and we need just a couple extra ways to speed up our clock alongside our other main win con, which is 4 Mutavault in the mana base. So I've played maybe 4 or 5 variations of this deck so far, and they all felt okay. But this time I have a sideboard, so we'll see how that goes. But overall, we actually do a pretty good job of wrecking the opponent's hand. I'm just having a hard time closing out games as quick as I want. Nowadays, Modern and Legacy play Urza's Saga, which is pretty sweet, to be honest. And they can tutor up the Rack, they can tutor up Grave Hate, they can just make constructs as their win con, which is pretty sweet. We don't have that luxury, which is why we're playing 4 Mutavault. but it seems okay, I guess. So we'll just see how it runs. There's probably some merit to splashing another color, but that messes with our mana base a little bit, so I'm not sure we want to do that. But getting something like Juggernaut Peddler or other things, I don't know. And for the millionth time, I feel like I've talked about it every stream in the past like month, is we're not playing Waste Not, because Waste Not is not a good card unless you are in a combo deck or you sideboard it to try and be grindy. If you're against something that can keep their hand pretty filled all the time, then Waste Not's pretty good. But we're not playing it here because it's bad. Sideboard wise, I was playing Leyline, but I moved to Surgical just because it has some more utility against combo decks. We can still take out the relevant things against graveyard decks, but we can hit important combo pieces as well. Pithy Needle, because it's good. Bantu's Last Reckoning as a very cheap board wipe alongside Toxic Deluge at the sacrifice, or at the expense of your next turn. Not sure how it will play. Chat. Illness in the ranks is like the secret tech right now. Everyone's playing tokeny things, right? You got Ocelot Pride, you got Ajani, and Mobilize is quite big right now with whatever it's called, Waystone's Guidance, Wayward Guidance, I don't know what it's called, but this just turns all their tokens off. Also really good against Kozilek's Command, so they can't make Eldrazi tokens. We're playing Feed the Swarm, just as utility, Dismember just as utility, and then one of our tougher matchups is Eldrazi, so I feel like Surgical Extraction for like Ugin's Binding or, you know, Shifting Woodland alongside Pithy Needle to turn off their Ugin's Labyrinths. Not that it makes double mana, but in order so that once they pump a card into it, they can't get that exile card back. And then I'm gonna try Lithoform Blight to turn off those cards too. Also hits Nykthos, but I'm not sure Mono Green's a good matchup for us either. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna play best of 3, probably just lose all that progress we made with Chitinous Crawler, but that's why we're here. We can make Mythic with something else at another point. I don't really care, but I want to try some variations of this deck. Also, if you saw that, I did test a variation of this playing Corey Steelcutter. Because I thought it would be funny, but it might not be. So we'll just see how we do. I think 8 Rack, just because we don't have Shrieking Affliction or the Rack, like our best bet is Bandit's Talent. Wow, chat, look at this. We're not keeping that. This hand's great. Let's chuck back Mind Rake. We'll see how we do here. This hand's a little slow. Hey, how's it going? Kalen, one of the above. We are against some not fun decks. Nemesis is whatever. Let's take a Slit Shot. Consuming Corruption will hopefully do some work here, but we'll see how that goes. But I don't know. I feel like also the problem with this deck is in Historic. People's top decks are so good, right? Like, you can get Eldrazi to 0 cards, and then they just, like, hit Ulamog. They hit, you know, Devourer. They hit so much. We are getting burned alive here, chat. We do find Second Swamp, so we're going to take this Swift Spear off. And go this. And then hopefully be able to hit him with a Mind Rage. Okay, good for us. We'll throw Mutavault. Do we just want to drop his hands, or let's give him something to swing at? I think we're gonna drop our Mind Rake here. Is it worth me stealing his Nemesis? I think so. I know he's only on 1 land, but We'll take that. And then he starts losing that. We have a Mutavault if we need to block. Okay. He has made the decision to switch gears here, which is good for us. We will make him sack the Swift Spear, and then we'll get Bandit's Talent online. I mean, we're just kind of chilling for a second. Let's snag. Ooh. He's not going to be able to double spell very often, right? So let's just take that. We'll plus. We'll see if he dumps the Steel Cutter or the Light Up. He kept the Steel Cutter, and we'll start swinging at him with the Mutavault. Alright, chat, we got him on a 4-turn clock. We're just chilling. He does find second land, however, he does not have the ability to double spell at the moment. We find second Bandit's Talent and Toxic Deluge, so let's get this going. We'll do that, and then let's just keep pumping here. If he gets third land, there's a chance he can then play like Swift Spear into Corey. But he obviously has to draw those cards. But Chitinous Crawler felt great, chat. If we're being honest. Let's take this to 4. There's a chance we're gonna get hurt quite a bit here. He does get the double spell if he top decks a creature. He is at 6, so he is dead next turn to our Mutavault. But let's see what he drew. I mean, like I said, there's a chance we just die. He could just equip the Steel Cutter. Haste hits us for 5, and then he's dead on the swing back. Correct? Correct. So Liliana was good there. Absorbed quite a bit. Undercity Plunder. Plus land. We'll fire up Mutavault. Smack him for 2. We'll plunder him. Draw a card. Ooh, chat, we got a mountain. And then end of turn, he takes 4. Alright, game 2. We get to kill things with state-based actions, right? Is that how it works? In between him attaching Corey Steel Cutter to the token, it dies to illness. I think. I don't think Dabriel is very good. We can probably drop a Thoughtseize. I think we want to bring in all the illnesses. And I think we want to bring in the extra Feed the Swarm. There's also a chance we want to swap out 2 Deluges for 2 Bantus. So we're not just wrecking ourselves with life loss. I don't really think illness is that good against them if Steel Cutter is their only thing, but Steel Cutter also takes over games by itself, so we're gonna try it out, chat. Chat, I was very impressed with our Chitinous Crawler combo deck. I must say, I might write about that for this week's article, because it did pretty well. Illness, Consuming Corruption, plus Mind Rake. And we have an Urborg. I'm into it. Chat, you into it? Kumano? Sure. Gives us a second. Oh my gosh. Illness in the ranks. Turn 1. Baller move. Alright. Let's see what 2-drop he jams at us. Slick Shot. Beautiful. Sucks that we don't get to kill that, but that's okay. Do we want to fire off a Mind Rake right away here? I think we do. We're going to discard both. No, I want to keep the Mutavault. Let's discard. Let's discard these 2 lands. We only curve out at 3 anyways. Alright, we're going to take a bunch here. Depending on what he has in hand. We're going to take at least 4 off of Kumano plus Slit Shot. If he has Lightning Strike, this gets an extra thing, so it's going to be 4, 7, 9. He plays a Steel Cutter instead, which is kind of what we want to see. We do get to kill the Slit Shot and gain 3, and then I don't... Thoughtseize is not the card we wanted to see, but that's okay. Much rather that be a Fatal Push. But let's see what he does here. He's going to equip there and swing at us for 3. Cool, I'll do that. It's much slower than what I thought he was doing. Let's just pull 2 cards out of his hand. Hopefully hit double burn spells or something like that. Screaming Nemesis and Frenzy is good. He's going to swing at us for 3. We'll probably get this Bandit talent going. Skewer the Critics hurts us. Liliana was a fantastic draw. We'll make him sack the Kumano. Alright, chat. Now we have to avoid some top decks from our opponent. That is not avoiding a top deck. It's not what we wanted our opponent to have. That was a good one, though. We will ban this talent, get rid of that last card. Honestly, chat, I think we have to hold up Mutavault here. He's going to equip into a 2/3, and I don't want to die to a Lightning Strike. So we will block. We're looking for a Consuming Corruption. We're looking for second Liliana's fantastic. We'll see if we can eke our way back into this game. If he's just got burn spells up the wazoo, nice. He does have a Ruins, but we can get this going. Plus a Bandit's talent. And then we'll get rid of our Thoughtseize here. Okay, opponent starts to lose some life. Kumano's a good card. Not good for us. Fatal Push is very good for us. We're going to have to keep that in hand, so we are not going to plus the Lily. Opponent's on a 4-turn clock. We don't want to see a Screaming Nemesis. We don't want to see... Okay, so, chat, we are dead to so many things. We're dead to a lands. We're dead to a burn spell. We're dead to another hasty creature. What's he got for me? Maybe he has both. Or maybe he has, like, a light up the stage, but... Or another Quarry Steelcutter. Okay, he's got us. Nice. We almost stabilized, chat. We almost stabilized. Alright, game 3. Wow, Thoughtseize just felt real bad, didn't it? I don't even want, like, any, but I don't really want to bring in Dismember either, do I? Is Pithy Needle better than Thoughtseize? Not really. We're just hitting Ramunap Ruins. Surgical might not be the worst. But let's just go into game 3. Alright. Bandit's Talent, Inquisition, 4 lands, a nice little curve. Let's see what we can do with it. Opponent's Maul getting very hard. I don't know if they have a specific hate piece against us. They could be playing Leyline. But they did not reveal it, so we're going to Inquisition them. Take them down to 4 cards. Yeah, they don't really got much going on. We're just going to steal their turn 1 play. Try and stay ahead of them. Yes, we will happily do that. Give me your Steel Cutter, please. Chat, this one might be okay. I think. What's he got? Lightning Strike? Yeah. Do we just want to go right into Lily here? Yeah. Gives us a little something for him to swing at. And then we can talent and try and pull ahead next turn. 3 lands into a Kamano. Good for us. We have a Mutavault to block. Let's Bandit's talent into this. We'll do this for 1. We'll plus get rid of our Inquisition. We have Mutavault plus Castle Lockdwayne going. We have a turn before his Kamano comes down. He only drew a land. Good for us. We have a Vista. We're gonna plus. We'll wait 1 turn just so we can block the Kamano. What is the actual backside of this called? I never know. Etching of Kamano. Alright. Light up the stage. Draws into 2nd light up the stage plus Viashano. He swings there. We'll definitely trade out with the Mutavault. And then I think as we block, we're going to activate Castle here. So we'll do this, and then we'll activate Castle. I know we're going down to 14 here, but I think that's okay. He gets to play light up the stage, but doesn't find very much. Cool. Okay. Let's play 2nd Mutavault. We'll activate this. Those are not in his hand, so we will plus. He goes down, and then we'll see if he plays out both of these. Slick Shot Show Off is fine. He's going to strike us and go for that. He'll try and fight us off. So now we're just looking for a piece of removal. We start to get double card draws here. Yeah. Let's kill it. And just pass. Streaming Nemesis is a good one for sure. Not gonna block with Mutavault. We're just gonna chill. Get some additional draws. Illness in the ranks is okay. Hopefully he just drew a land, but it doesn't look like he did. Play with fire to deal 2. To do what? Deal 2 to us. However, we now get to block with our Mutavault. I know that kind of sucks. We still take damage, and we can no longer gain life off our consuming. We got him on a 5-turn clock. And we top deck a Fatal Push, so I think we're just going to chill. Nice. 2nd Bandit's talent is huge. 2nd Mutavault is huge. Actually, that's what? 3rd Mutavault? No. Do we want to just go all in here? No. We're just chilling. If he can't kill us this turn, then he is dead next turn. Nice! Played that pretty tight. How'd we feel, chat? I mean, that was first match. Against Burn, nonetheless. We do take a lot of damage to ourselves, don't we? And in the other versions, I was playing Felda Profane and Bogart Trawler. Some MDFCs. And we were taking a lot. There's a chance we don't need Davrio. I was thinking of playing Cling to Dust as like a 2-of. Or we had it in an earlier version. But felt okay. Let's go into another one. Oh. Also feels good to play some best of 3. Now, did Illness in the Ranks actually win us a game? Maybe. Probably not. But it sure felt good. That's some sweet sideboard tech, chat. Again, if you want to look at any of our decks, they are on the Mox Field. Link is below stream. We've been, if you ever want to see what I'm brewing off stream, I post everything as I brew. Oh, chat, we didn't talk about this list. Something I want to explore. I was playing Red White Phoenix, but we're playing Retriever Phoenix alongside Arclight. And then we're playing like a Learn package with Professor, Guiding Voice, and Academic Dispute. Felt kind of sick. Not really, but kind of. There's a chance we want to play a green-red version instead. Ooh, please just let this be something stupid. Ooh, I don't like any of this, chat. Let's take his Archmage's Charm. We'll steal a Narset with our Thoughtseize. And then hopefully these Mutavaults can slow them down enough to chip away. We're going to play a Vault so we can swing next turn if we need to. Oh, Flage is annoying. But let's take Narset instead. Flage I don't care about too much until late game, and hopefully this Consuming Corruption gets us out of range. There's our Narset. Do we just want to... Let's see what he gets off of it first. Days Undoing. So he is playing combo. We find Davriel. That kind of sucks for us, huh? We're going to lose our whole hand. We can hit that for 2, but we can't kill it with Mutavault. So I think we want to Vista and Black Source. And then I think we just want to play Davriel and not do anything. He's going to Flage it. This sucks, chat. Except that gets rid of Flage for us. We find a Toxic Deluge, which is fine, and a land. So let's fire up Mutavault. We'll swing it Narset. And then we'll make him discard 1 off of the Dav. But I do like that Days Undoing is seeing some play. It's actually been pretty sweet. I just played against someone who was he was playing Leyline of Anticipation and Safari, so he could Days Undoing at instant speed. That's freaking sick, dude. Because it also ends the turn. So you get to reset your hand with Narset and end the turn on your opponent's like upkeep. He does Discharge, which is fine for us. Let's see what he has in hand to see if this Mutavault can swing safely. Probably can't. He has Helix plus Path. Let's take second Narset. And let's fire up Mutavault. and see if he will helix it. Which he does. Get that out of his hand, so at least he doesn't have anything too crazy. But we'd like to find a Lily or a Bandit's Talon at this point. Second dab's fine. Does he have a counterspell? No. Okay. Does he have another helix? No, he's a snap for helix. Or discharge. Which makes me think he's also playing Wrath of the Skies. If he's on Tune the Narrative. Plus discharge. But at least we get something else out of his hand. We can talk to Deluge for one. He's playing Wrath and God. And Snap, so maybe he's not playing Wrath of Skies. Chat, for us, getting Days Undoing on, like, turn 4, we're doing much better than I thought we would. We are in top deck mode with our opponent, and I'm sure their top decks are better than ours. Consuming Corruption is pretty good. Let's just get Path out of their hands. There's no point in us keeping our Inquisition because I would assume they're going to play whatever they top deck, like a Flage, and they now have enough to cast that as well. But while we're sitting, I don't really keep view counts on my name anyways, so I'm sorry if I miss you, but my name is Plum. I am a historic and timeless content creator. I write for mtgazone.com. I do all their fun and jank articles. We usually have something new every week, but in order to get the videos for those articles, I started streaming. And I already play a lot of Magic. I've been playing since I was 11, currently 26. But you can follow me on Twitter and MTGA Zone. I'm on all these streams go on YouTube as well. But we just come, we brew. You can follow along with whatever I'm brewing in the description down below. I think we're gonna bring in Surgicals. Do we want Pithy Needle? We didn't really see any straight walkers, did we? Not too much. I don't think we need all the fatal pushes. We definitely but it doesn't matter if we mess with Narset because he just needs her to stick around anyways. So I think we're just gonna drop the pushes. We'll keep the corruptions. I didn't see any lands we could mess around with. Reckoning doesn't do much. Feed doesn't do much. We didn't see anything. Dismember doesn't really stop Flage, so we'll just run it back with that. But yeah, we stream somewhat consistently. I do other things outside of Magic, so I try and stay consistent to the schedule that's in the description, but I don't always. But I do post most of the time when I'm going live on Twitter, so you can catch me if I happen to be on an off day. Like today, usually we would start at 8. But we're starting a little later, or earlier, because I was bored, and I wanted to do some stuff. We're gonna thought seize him again, and snag his charm. I don't really want to circle the charm. I think we're just gonna wait. But 2 mana haul. We'll get a Davriel going. If he didn't top deck anything there. Start chipping away at his hands. Nice thing is we have both Mutavault and Castle here. So if we can find our 4th land, we do have some ways to start pulling ahead a little bit. Or at least trying to. Opponent doesn't seem like they're doing too much. But also neither are we. We'll fire up Mutavault now that he just threw that away. We might see a Helix here. Or he has second fragment, which is why he discarded it, but we'll find out. Doesn't look like it. Pass back. Also, it could have had Snap to block. But that's okay. Finds the 4th land. Let's plunder him. He does have Hall of the Storm Giants. So we did see some land if we make it to a game 3. I don't think controls are bestest matchup, but I'm also not familiar with 8-rack that much. Will he discard 2? Or will he give us a card? I'd like him to give us a card. Nice. Nice. That's a good draw for us. Let's get rid of Dav. Let's just really eat his hand up. We have 2nd one in hands. And we hit our 4th land. He did have the 2nd fragment. He now only has a land, which he could start castling each turn to mess with his draws. We find a land. Let's sick a 2nd dab on him, see what he does. And then if we can start hitting him with Mutavault, that's good. Does he have a Helix in response? He does not. So we just start smacking him for 4 a turn. We'll see what he keeps on top of this castle, because we might Surgical to mess it up. Like, if he goes top here, let's, okay, he bottom. I was gonna say we could just shuffle it away. His Hall of the Storms Giants is not online yet, but it's getting there. This costs, what, 6 or 7? 6. So he's got 1 more turn. So we are just chilling like a villain here. I'd like a land. That's not a land, but that's okay. It does suck that he's playing both Flage and Helix. Negates, you know, almost 2 turns of life loss off Davriel or Bandit. What's happening? Did I misread that? No, it's 6 mana. He just tapped out. Our opponent's so silly. He does, if he top decks a land, I mean, we're dead in a few turns. Okay. He can kill our Davriel all he wants here. We will Surgical that, however. And we don't even have to pay life for it, chat. How wonderful is that? He's got 2 more in there. He's got 1 in the grave. Nothing in his hand. What else did he bring in? Anything? Tagic. Love that. He's only playing 1 Days Undoing. He brought in all the snaps. He's playing Disruptor Flute. And then just a bunch of other random stuff. Okay. We're chilling. We're cooling. Does suck that he's got Storm Giant revving up pretty quick here. But we're just going to keep chipping away. And then we can at least start castling. Not that I want to castle. Tap land was probably the best thing he could have hit for us. Can't do anything with that, so let's start drawing cards. Inquisition is not good for us. Toxic Deluge is not good here. 2nd Surgical is interesting for sure. Let's see if he tops. Bottoms, nice. Pass to him. Did he find a land? He did not find a land, chat. Interesting. Do we want to... No, we don't. 2nd Mutavault is great. fire up our first Mutavault. Now, chat, do you think he's gonna block? Or do you think he has something in hand? Ah, he does. Is it a snap? Or is it just a removal spell? It's just a removal spell. I want to eat that, I think. Also gets a card out of our hand. So we can activate Castle for 1 less life. He is running out of stuff. We know he brought in some decent hate in terms of creatures. I guess that's not really hate, but some decent threats. But also, this is what I mean, chat, where like, oh, of course he tops both of those. Oh, chat. Oh, okay, it's just an Archmage Storm. We don't care. We are gonna draw a card. I know he has... Ooh, okay. I know he has Hall, and he can put us down to 2. And he is an Emperor. But we can get rid of that and that. Okay, he had second Narset. Let's do this. And then let's plus get rid of a Deluge. We have a Mutavault as a blocker against Hall, but I mean, we have to really hit some stuff here. I don't think we're gonna pull out of this one, chat. Flage hurts quite a bit. Ooh, he riffed. No Hall from him either. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's just keep pumping. We'll discard other Deluge. This doesn't do a whole lot for us because of Narset, but we're not going to swing. We're just going to chill. We'll see what he does. He's just going to castle again, huh? I feel like his best option is to start swinging at us. Goes down to 8. He found a Tajic, which we knew would happen at some point. He gets to make, what? It's a 1/1 with Recruit. And then swing at Lily, or us. Swings at Lily. We will fire up the Mutavault. And then we will block here. I think we're gonna make him sack the Tajic, and then we'll kill his Narset. That's probably our best bet here, right? Ooh, that's even better. Do we just swing at him and kill the Narset with Corruption rather than... That saves us quite a bit. That was a very good draw from us. Because now, if he doesn't get anything good, he has to hold back all the Storm Giants so that he doesn't die to Mutavault plus Bandit's Talent. We took his Flage and his... Okay, so he is going to swing. But he's just dead, though. Correct? He's swinging at us. Does Fragment hit enchantments? It does, but he didn't have anything, so he's just dead. Nice. So we'll go land, fire up the Mutavault. Smack him for 2. Plus discard Urborg. And then he dies to that and his upkeep. Okay, chat. So he brought in Tajik, which I don't think we really care too much about. Liliana's annoying. Wandering, so we know he has the Emperor. So I think we want to bring in the Pithy Needles. Now that we saw those. Corruption felt great. I really liked Surgical. Maybe we'll go up a push. We're on what? Maybe we'll drop 2 Deluges and like 1 Plunder. No, I'd rather have Plunder over like Thoughtseize. Let's do something like that, chat. Boom, 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 ba, boom, ba-doom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba-doom, ba. What do we got? 2 lands, Thoughtseize, Needle. Double Deluge does not feel good. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna try it, chat. We at least get turn 1 Thoughtseize, and then we can name something with Needle. We know he has Fragments in his main deck. Flage, Discharge, Snap. We'll just get rid of Flage. We can push his Snap if we need to. He is only playing 1 Days Undoing, based on the other game we played. So, do we want to name his castle? Or do we want to name Narset so he just can't get extra value off it? I think we're just going to name Narset. We don't really care if we get Undoing that late. And then we can play this Liliana and start plussing. However, he might discharge into Snap. So maybe we want to wait a turn until we can hold up Fatal Push too. But this goes up to 4 and he can kill it with whatever. Yeah, we'll just hang out for a sec. Maybe he'll Archmages. Oh no, he doesn't have blue. Now we can Galvanic, Snap Galvanic. But at least we get a card out of his hands and we hold up push. But let's see if he feels safe enough to just counter. Does he have Charm? He does. Okay. We're okay with that, chat. We're just chilling. These Toxic Deluges are doing nothing for us. But that's a-okay. We do have Castle plus Mutavault, and we do find second Liliana. Does he have... He does. So... let's just bolt or push this in response. Is he gonna... Ooh, he done goof, chat. Tapped the wrong lands. That's good for us. That's good for us, chat. We're gaming. Let's fetch while we can. We got nothing else going on. He discharges. Maybe have second Snap? Or second Discharge in hand? Nah, he would have played it. Alright, let's see what he's got going on here. Snappy? No. Cool. Maybe he's just trying to get a Flage into the yard. Nothing. Under Cindy Plunder. Yes, please. And we get to... Ooh, Dovin's Veto. You got it, Super Chief. Do we want to plus and get rid of... I think we kind of need our Toxic Deluge, don't you think? If we... I mean, we're going to take... we're going to take so much off of this Flage. But I think I'd rather have the ability to kill it than plus the Lily. Let's just see if he domes me. I don't think he will. No. What am I talking about, chat? I'm speaking in rhythms and riddles and patterns. Alright, so he kills that. Are we gonna Toxic Deluge this for 6? Because I totally think we should. Because we're freaking gamers, chat. Look at this. We're gaming. We're freaking gaming, chat. Let's go. Alright. It's just me and this Mutavault against the world. Oh, boy. Alright. He has no manland. He does have a castle to smooth out his draws. We have second Mutavault, which is fire. And we get to start Castle Lochthwaning, although we are getting a little low. We know he has Helix in his deck. We know he has Flage in his deck. But we only saw 2 Helix from game 2. And he is digging real hard. So we're just chilling. He finds Jace the Mind Sculptor. And let's see what he does with it. He's just going to draw 3. Good for us. Do we want to get ourselves dangerously low, chat? Like, do we want to Thought Seize him, get whatever's in his hand, and then double swing the Mutavaults at Jace? Pithing Needle is also very good. Pithing Needle is very good. Oh, we could just Mind Rake him. No, let's Thought Seize him, because we're ballers. We live on the edge, chat. Came here to kick gum and chew ass, and I'm all out of gum. Oh, we're gonna get Helix, aren't we? Chat. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can Archmage this turn. We like that much better, chat. What you got in hand? Nothing good. All right. Let's Pithing Needle the Jace. Hello? Where's Jace? Did I pass it? Oh, can't spell. Jace, the Mind Sculptor. Thank you. Let's fire up both of these. And swing for 4. Alright, chat. We got double Pithing Needle. Opponent played a land into a nothing. So we will ban its talent first to be safe. Maybe get counterspelled here with a veto. Might have been correct to Mind Rake, but that's okay. He only has... Okay, he's got 3 cards in. Discharges his own Jace to go down. He has what, 5 cards? He has 4. And we get to do that, so that's good. We will take that up and then swing. It's gonna be a close one, chat. If he gets enough fuel to jam this Flage, we're in trouble. We're not gonna swing it. Jace. He needs what? 2 cards in the grave? Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he needs 2 because he has to not exile Flage. So Charm on top is good for him. Helix on top is good for him. Narset doesn't do anything. Second Flage is good for him. Tajik is good for him. Tajik actually might get him there. Unless we can find another Deluge here. I guess we have double Mutavault. So block, or we can hold back one. But, Thoughtseize. So, we have to hold back both vaults here, correct? That was a great top deck for him. John Ramos! Hey! You might be my first raid ever. Thank you. Chat, it's not looking good for us. We have to hold back both Mutavaults to not die. This gets what on its second one? So he hits us for 4? Oh, no, he hits us for 5. So we're not quite dead. But we're pretty close to dead. Let's pump and hold up one Mutavault. I appreciate that. We played a little Chitinous crawler combo at the beginning of the stream. I think we went like 19-9 or something. That list was pretty sweet, and now we are playing 8 Rack featuring Mind Rake. But I think we're, what, 1-1? We beat Mono Red, and this is our second matchup against Jeskai Control. He just topped both of those, so it's not looking too hot for us. But if you don't know me, my name's Plum. I am the creator of the Jank Tank, and I am a historic and timeless content creator for mtgazone.com. I write their fun and jank articles. I feel like we're going to get this Mutavault removed, and then we're going to cry. Snappy into Galvanic Discharge. Oh, yeah. Ripperino, chat. We tried our best. That was close. His Tagic, that's a good sideboard card against us. Plum like the fruit? Correct. I used to have like really tall hair, and when I got these glasses, I was told I looked like Professor Plum from Clue. You know this guy? I was told I used to look like this guy. And then it just kind of stuck. And then I just became Plum. But like I said, the Jank Tank is a modern website. It is under construction because I have a full-time job and don't know much about coding. But you can still check this out. It has all the deck lists up and running. These are all Jank modern decks that you can view at your leisure. Lots of fun stuff on here. But all of the deck lists we brew on this stream can be found on my Mox field down below, and then all of these streams are also uploaded to YouTube. So we have some fun. But this is what we played earlier, which was super sick. Where's my Untapped? But oh, thank you for the follow, Doxar. My internet's been a little messy today too. I don't know what it's doing. But this list is super cool. It's basically Enduring Renewal, if you're familiar with that combo. So we're playing Chitinous Crawler, which as long as you have 8 permanents in your graveyard, you can cast permanents in your graveyard. So you put 8 cards in there, and then you get Alter the Blood or Meat Hook Massacre out, and then you just cast an X-cost creature over and over for 0, so it dies as soon as it enters, and then you mill them out, or you Meat Hook Massacre them out. Do I have anything for squirrels? Let's find out. I know I have a Rectangles deck that plays Chatterfang somewhere. These are all my decks that we brew on stream. This list plays Chatterfang. It's not like squirrel oriented, but it does make a lot of squirrels. So this is pretty fun. Requires a lot of rares though. Do I have a red-black squirrel deck? I do not off the top of my head. I apologize. But you could play like Nested Shambler and stuff like that. Things along those lines. But I don't really advertise this stream. I mainly do it just to create content for the articles, but I'm always happy when people pop in, because then I'm not lost in the sauce by myself. Just some of the brews, chat, we get a little lost in the sauce. We get a little lost in the sauce. So, this is what we're playing at the moment. Idea is to play Mind Rake, which is basically Hymn to 2 arc, but really bad. We cast it for its overload cost, so each player discards 2. And we're playing that alongside Undercity Plunder and Bandit's Talent as our other, like, pseudo hymns. And then we're really just trying to win through Talent and Mutavault beats. But we're testing out a couple Davriel just because it's been a little slow for some games here or there. But we're trying to build something of my own, but I started playing Magic 4 days ago. You know how... Ah, yes. I gotcha. But we're going to continue playing a little bit more of this 8-rack deck. And then I was interested in going back to this, which is an 8 Phoenix list. Basically, Boros Phoenix playing the Learn Phoenix with like Professor, Guiding Voice, and Academic Dispute. But we'll see if we make it there. We've been going for quite a while. But black-red squirrels. I feel like you'd be better off at least going Jund, right? Because then you get like... You get Chatterfang. You want green, because then you get like Chatterfang, Nested Shambler. What's the 2-mana command? There's a... No, you're good. There's a 2-mana charm command card that makes 2 1/1 squirrels at instant speed that I can't think of at this time. But our Crawler combo deck did pretty well. We went 19-9. That was in best of 1. I don't have a sideboard for that deck. So today was the first day we played it on stream. Don't look at these other win rates, chat. We play a lot of garbage. We play a lot of garbage on this stream. So playing a lot of food to buff up your squirrels. I'm into that. I'm into that. But gosh, guys, John rated that. He's my first raid ever. We've been streaming for quite a while. Like I said, I don't advertise very much. I'm just here to brew. But yeah, if you're familiar, if any of you play Modern, I'm called the Jank Tank because of the Reddit post. If you remember, if anyone has ever seen this post on Reddit, sorry to blind you if you're in a dark room, but this is me from 7 years ago, and this is just a big old list of Modern decks that I created. So we took the momentum from that and formed it into the Jank Tank, but we don't really play Modern that much anymore, which is why I want to do the same thing for Historic. So if any of you know anything about building a website, Plum's a little stuck at the moment on the Jank Tank and would like to be able to pursue it some more, but we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Amelia, Honor, and Drayleader are my 2 big monsters. Now, Goxar, I know a lot of cards. I don't think I know either of those cards. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, Plum's on a little Death Shadow action. Also playing the One Rain, which is spicy. I don't know if we can beat the One Rain, but we will try. Easier to assist you building a house since I'm a carpenter. Ah, very nice. We do have a command in chat if you want to talk about cards. If you type exclamation point card and then the name, it brings it up. So, Squirrel, Warlock, Menace. Other squirrels have Menace. Whenever you sack one or more foods, you get a squirrel token, and then you can forage and put a counter. That's pretty sweet. I'm into it. Whenever you sacrifice one or more. So you have to sack the food in order to get the squirrels. You could play like Cat Oven combo. Honored Dre Leader. Whenever this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter for each other score. Oh, yes, I know that one. Do we just want to get a Lily going? He's gonna obviously start. He's just gonna jam the ring next turn, but we can try and keep him. I don't know if we can beat the ring, chat. We're gonna need a lot of the sideboard. Whenever another squirrel or food you control enters, put a counter on this creature. Okay, so it's like it's a Thalia's lieutenant, but like for itself. It just grows itself. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's just play Davriel. We can't do anything there. I want to plus Lily. Let's get rid of second Bandit's Talent. And then he's just going to start drawing a lot of cards, but that's okay. Green-black squirrels. Is there anyone playing squirrels? This guy's playing green-white squirrels. Do you play, if you're sacrificing a lot of stuff, do you play Ravenous Squirrel? Do you play this? Sacrifice a walker. We'll get rid of Davriel. Alright, chat. Good news is, opponent is running out of cards. We will most definitely take second ring. Let's play second Bandit's Talent, get rid of his Fable. And then I don't really know if I want to lose Consuming Corruption, but I think we should probably start working towards a Liliana ult. And we do have Mutavault, and he's got nothing going on, so we're just chilling it. I think your deck is not consistent. Yeah, you definitely want to obviously play 4-ofs on all your best cards. And you also want to be able to curve well. Okay, so he had second Edict, which sucks for us. Is he going to play land out here? He does. We find another one as well. So let's go level 2 on this. Level 2 on this, and then we'll swing with Mutavault. Hopefully he doesn't have push. Oh, he does. That sucks. Chat, I call him like I see him, huh? Okay, good news is he takes 4 here. But he actually doesn't. This is tough, chat. That's the other thing. There's a lot of very efficient decks. See if Kolagons command me, chat? That'd be a baller move. He's gonna Surgical Extract in the main deck. He's playing like a big Shadow list, which is kind of spicy. He's playing Death Shadow plus the 1 ring. Doesn't seem... I mean, he could be playing Shieldred. But... a little counterintuitive. Ravenous Scroll is pretty good. Can't find that card. If you go into the deck builder and then filter, you can do non-collected or not in collection, and then you should be able to find it and craft it. Yeah. It's not in standard. It's historic or timeless. You just have to change the format. Alright, chat. Good news is opponent's losing a lot of life, but I'm sure he's found another ring by now. Or maybe he hasn't, I don't know. Undercity Plunder. Let's see if he'll discard 2 or he'll give us something. Chat, this doesn't seem great. Oh, but I can play ranked with it to get gold. Correct. Okay, so he has to find another ring here, or he's dead to his own ring. Which... okay, so he found second ring. He is only at 4. And he has a Death Shadow. We would love to find Fatal Push. So far, we want to bring in Pithing Needle and probably Bantu's Last Reckoning. Mutavault is good. That at least blocks one. He's gonna Surgical something else? I don't know what he wants to grab. But if he has, what, 6 cards in hand? 5, now that we know one is Surgical. So there's a good chance he has removal for us to block with Mutavault next turn. Surgical is the Davriel. Okay. We are only playing 2 of those, so that's okay. And we'll probably... Did he X out both of them? Yeah, he did. Is he really going to draw a card? Yeah, he's trying to get us dead on board. 2 10-10s. Alright, chat. Over, under, he has Fatal Push. Like 100%, right? Ready? I'm going to do this, and then he's going to kill it. It's going to be great. Yeah, he's got it. Alright. Let's go into game 2. Maybe 8... I mean, without cheap interaction, I just don't know if this deck can even... Or, I'm sorry. Without a cheaper win con, like, really, we're just relying on Bannon's talent, Life Loss, but opponent has Ring. I played an Enchantress deck earlier that I couldn't keep up with. It's just hard. Let's get rid of Davriel. Consuming Corruption's okay. It doesn't feel great. Toxic Deluge is probably not going to help us. We'd rather have that. So let's cut 2 of those. And then maybe we'll drop a Plunder and like a Mind Rake. He doesn't seem to have that many threats. It's just the fact that the Ring takes over games so quick that we can't keep up with. Verdant Command was the card I was thinking of. Choose 2. Target player creates 2 1/1 squirrels. Counter ability of a Planeswalker. Exile a card from a grave, or you gain 3. This is just a random. He's playing Squirrel Mob. I don't know if Chitter Spitter's that good. Squirrel Sanctuary is probably fine. Sylvan Anthem's not bad. But we just cooling, we chilling. All right, what do we got? 1 lands, nothing else good. 2 lands, Consuming Corruption, and we can go Kozilek into Plunder. There's a good chance we also get Thought Seized on the 2nd turn, so we'll see how we do here, chat. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Is our opponent still Mulligan in here? You don't understand what format you should play. What have you been playing, Goksar? Goksar? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Like, do you understand? I'm sure do you understand the difference between all the formats? Or are you still a little new that you haven't like quite gone over that yet? Sparked, ranked, and normal ranked. Gotcha. Okay, so like obviously you can choose ranked or unranked. So that's like what we call the play queue versus the ranked queue. And in both of those, you can play best of 1 or best of 3. But there's different formats for each of those too. So standard's changed around, but standard's like every card that was in a set released the last like 2 years. Sorry, I don't play standard that often, but any card that was released in like the last 2 or 3 years, you can play with if you play standard. What I am currently playing on screen now is called Historic. So Historic is every card on Arena except a ban list and some other specialty cards that were printed for other formats. So it has a much wider card pool, which means its power level is a little higher because you get to play like the best cards of the sets since Arena's been around. There's also something called Pioneer, which has, I don't even know, every card on Arena except, you know, the special ones for other formats and Alchemy, and are able to finish quests for gold. Okay, we'll go over that after this game. But you have to be able to, you get 3 daily quests, obviously, at a, like, max, and you get a new one every, what, 24 hours? So that's how you can earn gold. You just play games, and they're like, oh, cast, you know, 40 creature spells, or cast 25 black spells or something. So you just have to play decks, doesn't matter what format, but you have to play decks that match those in order to get that. Yeah. Once you buy gold, once you have gold, you go to the store, you buy packs, and that gives you rares and cards, but every time that little meter upper in the right fills up, you get a wild card, and then you can redeem those wild cards for other rares and different cards that you actually want to play. It's not random. That's up to you. You can try and reroll or go for 750 if you want to max it out, but usually it doesn't matter too much. You'll get a little bit of rewards as you can get like daily wins and stuff too. But yeah, I guess you should always try and reroll if you can. Opponent's got the 1 ring. Chat, maybe 8 rack just isn't good enough for the format. Okay, Pithy Needle's good. We can name the ring. We'll go over it. You can ask me some more questions if you want after this match, if you need specifics. But yeah, basically as long as you're playing and getting gold, you just have to get packs in order to get wild cards, which then you can turn into any other card you want to play. Another Bantu's Last Reckoning. We're just gonna cheat passing. Opponent has no threats. He's just taking 1 a turn. Of course he brings in the Bedevils. Now my question for you is, chat, like, is a bigger list like this better than playing like a Luris shell? With like Claim to Fame? I guess you get, he's more like Death Shadow mid-range, which is kind of spicy. We'll go up to 23. For a new player, you advise... Yeah, it's really just kind of how you want to play, I guess. We're going to try swinging with this Mutavault. I personally like Historic and Timeless, those 2 formats, because you get to play with all the cards in your collection. Whereas Standard, you know, it like rotates. So well, I don't know what it is now. I know they changed it. But it used to be whenever a new set came in, the oldest set rotated out. So you couldn't play with that oldest set's cards anymore. But now they're all in Standard for like a 2 or 3 year period. But eventually, once, you know, after a bit of time, new sets are going to come out, and some of your older cards you're not going to be able to play with in Standard anymore. Thoughtseize. Chat, we're losing real bad. We're going to lose real bad here. From what I understand, the funnest format is Brawl. Historic Brawl. I don't know if you're familiar with that, or Commander. And he's got the Death Shadow, bro. Dude's got everything. Not exactly. Because Historic's a higher power level. Because you get the best of the best cards, right? You don't have to, you're not just given certain sets and that's it. Chat, there's a chance he dies to his own ring if he didn't draw another one. But, I mean, everything can be hardcore. it depends on how much you want to get into it, if that makes sense. But Historic Brawl is fun because that's a variation of Commander, where you get to pick a legendary creature and then you build 99 other cards that have to be your legendary commander's colors, but you can only have one copy of each card. And that is pretty fun. A lot of people play that. He's gonna K-command, make me discard. Bring back his shadow. I'd like to find... We're gonna sack this. We only have 2 mana to work with here. But a Fatal Push or something off the top would be nice. You're not time-gated. Yeah, you're open to playing any cards you want to play. Same with Historic Brawl. He's gonna Crocs us, discard our Plunder, hit us for whatever, and then if he has Sign in Blood or anything, we're just dead. Yeah, Ripperino. Whoa. Chat, it's crazy when one card like the Ring can just negate your entire deck. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? I don't know. I'm sorry. I was concentrating on 2 things there, Goxar. So I don't know if I answered all your questions very well. But like, this is like Historic Brawl. So you get 1 commander. In this case, this guy's playing Garroot Relentless. And then you play... But then you can only play one copy of other cards, and they all have to be the same color as your commander. So this is like green-black. So then you can use any green-black card you want, but only 1 copy. And then your deck is 100 cards. So that's super fun to play too. Yeah, we are 2-5 with this chat. We are not doing too well. We'll probably put a pin in this list. We've been playing, I don't think we played that many games, but overall, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it can keep up well enough in its current state. We never got like Shrieking Affliction or anything, right? I'm not crazy. No. And we don't have the Rack. And then the only other cards that like mess with that is like Davriel and whatever. So I don't know. I'm not enjoying playing this. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. I think we just need we need one more good Bandit's talent effect. Davriel's not it. Or Urza Saga. If we could get Urza Saga in the format, that'd be great. But I did have a variation of this deck that also played Corey Steelcutter just for shenanigans, but I don't really want to play more 8-him, so we're gonna chill for a second. I don't know exactly what I want to play. We were thinking of playing Jacob Hawken with Moonmist, which is kind of like those Verdant Dread decks that are running around. Right, so you play Jacob Hawken on 2. He's a human, so you can cast Moonmist, transform all humans, and then you get the legendary enchantment on the back. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You can look at that card as long as it remains exiled, and then once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a spell from among the exiled cards without paying its mana cost. So you get a free spell every turn. And then we could just play like the big things like Ulamog, Ebercool, Atraxa. But I just don't know, like, draw a card that you may look at that card as long as it remains exiled. But this just doesn't seem that intriguing either. At the moment. I think once we get Final Fantasy, that card, there's a few fun double-sided humans that we can take advantage with Moonmist. But I don't really want to jam that right now. We were playing some Balin decks. These are cards I think are good, but no one's really playing right now. There is Thin in the Ice, which could be fun. Conjure a card named Gilded Goose on the field. You may tap and untap, burn, control, sacrifice an artifact. If you do, conjure a card named Golden Egg. Chat, do we just want to play Goose? We could take another crack at Sage Rose Denizen combo. Oh, actually, you know what I wanted to look at is, we do have Ivy Lane Denizen. And Ivy, this, whenever another green trying to put a counter on target creature. So this combos with Sturio, correct? Right, so whenever you put a counter on it, you make a 1/1 green squirrel. Whenever you make a green creature, you put a counter on something, so you just go infinite with these two cards. And then maybe we put it in like a... We could just put in a mono green shell with Quarter Crawling. Chat? Are we brewing? Are we vibing? Should we build that? Ivy Lane Denizen combo? Question mark? I actually had a shell I think I was looking at that was kind of similar to this. Yeah, this little like mono green list. This is kind of fun. Should we do something like this, chat? With a combo built in? And then we play Collected Company and Quarter Crawling? What is... Blood Scale does what? Whenever I'm gonna put on this creature, create a 0. No, we're not gonna play that, chat. But do I really want to play a mono green Cord deck? Not really. This is intriguing, but also not really the vibe right now. We don't really have a schedule on this stream. We just kind of brew whatever we're feeling, which is probably good and bad, but we're vibing right now, chat. We're just vibing. I was really hoping that deck would be better than it was. What is this? What did I brew here? Beautiful Underboard. Nothing. There was this a Crone Crusader Storm deck. It was Sorcerer class and Crusader. But this felt pretty bad too. Chat, I'm running out of ideas. I am running out of ideas. Not that I had any to begin with. Do I have a tokens list anywhere? Ooh, also we get landfall cards. I guess I don't have tokens, huh? No, we don't. Chat, what do we want to play? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Mono blue. Do I want to play Phoenix? How long have we been streaming for? Oh, chat, we've been going for 3 hours. Jeez, Louise. We could play more Crawler combo. But I feel like that deck proved itself pretty well. We have Bonds. Balin Food. Let's play a little Rectangles and see where that gets us while I look for something else to mess with. This deck is just exactly what I called it. We're just trying to play as many rectangles as possible. That is the entire goal. Because you know me, we love rectangles, chat. Heck yeah. We'll stick that to another day. We're gonna keep this hands. I am getting hungry, but we'll lead on Tam. We're going to turn 2 Balin. We're about to get Orms chanted. Cool. At least we still get some value here. Into a Steel Seeker, that's pretty good. He's gonna purge us, which is also pretty sweet. Let's play that into Pride. And then we'll hold up Coco for our next turn. What is going on? Why are we playing Maskwood Nexus? And we're playing Divine Purge. Are we a combo deck, chat? Maybe. Alright, we'll Coco here, see if he counters. He does not. We'll play a Johnny into Guide of Souls. Some good draws. Chance he has another Purge on his turn, so we're probably not going to commit anything else to the board. He's going to Orms chant us. Just fine. We'll just draw into Yorion. We'll play this tapped. What do they play? This deck doesn't play Maskwood Nexus. So I'm very confused on what opponent is doing, but that's okay. Plays Mistrise Village. Interesting. Alright, let's throw Tam into Landlore into... We don't have a red source. We'll just play Steel Seeker into Wormlet. And just commit back to the board. World Tree into... We got another board wipe? We do not. But do we have a chant? We do. Interesting. Or a silence. Or a Revel in Silence, chat. No, just... Okay. Create 2/2. You got it, Super Chief. We do find Ocelot Pride, which is pretty hot. And he's playing Mutavault, too. Does he have another board wipe here? Interesting. Chat, I'm very confused on what opponent is doing. Because it's not very good. We do get to play this Tamiyo. We'll probably Tamiyo into a food token. Okay, nice. So let's throw food token. We'll swing with Balin and Pride. Let's see if he activates Mutavault. It's a block. He does. That's okay. We gain 1. Then we're gonna play this Tam out. Hit him for 4. Play this. And then we'll play this. And then we'll pass. I guess we can just keep goosing in order to get us some, oh, sorry, get us some value. We'll swing both of these. Do we want to Yorion and reset? I don't think so. I think we want to flip our Tamio though. So we're gonna clue, and then we're going to tap all these to draw another card. Flip Tam and then play Navigator. Guide is also very good. Let's plus. We're gonna hold on to Guide and Yorion because apparently the opponent's playing board wipe deck. But we can put, you know, 3 counters on this, make this 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. And then depending, can't be countered. Chat. Oh, is he gonna draw a card? He does. That's good for us. We're just chilling, chat. We'll probably, ooh, Mock Saber. Let's go grab Coco. We'll just chill with that in our hands. Not even gonna play much of anything here. And I think we'll make a food, and then we'll swing with the Navigator just to make an extra map token. And then we can Balin into something big. Turn her into a 7/6. Him? Her? Is this a him? I think it's a him. Opponent's digging for 2 cards. See if they found a board wipe. If they did, we will... yeah, let's draw off of these. We do get to keep our magpies, which is good. And we have a Coco. Opponent found 2nd ring, so I don't even know if we want a Coco. Actually, we might just rebuild our board with what he got rid of. That sounds good to me. Let's go Balin into Goose. Make a token, play a land, +2 there. No sense in swinging, we'll just chill. Alright, opponent's digging again, looking for more board wipes. Union of the 3rd path. We haven't really seen a win con from them yet. He's playing another ring. Maybe he's playing that statuary or whatever. Do I want to make us... Should I go Guide Pride here? We still have access to Coco if we need it off of the Goose. But at least this way we get a couple extra clues, and then we can draw cards off of Balin. Try and keep up with him. No attacks. We get Pride here. And make double clues, which is good. We could have made one more if we played Guide first, or Guide after Lonus, but I think I wanted to hold up the food. Oh no, I guess we have 4 mana on tap. Destroy all non-land permanents. Okay, so we do see it. We're gonna draw a card off of this, and then we'll Coco end of his turn. Get to Coco. Hopefully hit something relevant. Balin and something maybe. Goose and Tamio. That works for me. We can just land more plus Mox here. Let's Lonus first. We're really trying our hardest. Wow. Alright, at least we turned on Landlord Navigator. Opponent's just gonna keep drawing cards. And we get to make a map plus whatever. Maybe we can start stealing stuff out of their deck, but I'm sure they have another board wipe. They always have the other board wipes, chat. Union of the third path. Supreme Verdict. Yeah, let's just draw a card. Do I have basics left? I should. Lonus is pretty good. We'll fetch here. Maybe grab a red source. So we can cast Balin without Confluence. Chitinous. Doesn't fire up the Mutavault. Just drawing cards. And no Yorion from them either. Even though their deck is quite big. What's he gonna do? Worms Chantus? No, just silence. Do find Marionette Apprentice, which is pretty good. I like that. Second Mox Amber. Chat, I have to sneeze. I sneezed. Woo! Doomsday Excruciator. Chat, what's going on here? What's our opponent doing? Are they playing Jace? And Karn. Mesmeric Orb. Oh. But he doesn't have the mana to play it. Interesting, chat. Very spicy from opponent. What's his plan here, though? Just to chant me? I'll play my blue source and pass back. We're on what? 3-turn clock? All I have to do is just never cast any spells. We'll probably call it after this game, chat. We've been going for quite a little while. Defending player mills half their library and ended up. I don't get it. I don't get it, chat. He's gonna mill us 3 cards. Wow. Oh, it's just when it attacks, huh? Chat, this might be the weirdest way I've ever died. Ooh, Prismatic Vista. We can't do anything, right? We could Lonus, Apprentice, Guide, Yorion, Mox. He goes down to 9. But we'll die to an orb if he plays it. Ulamog the Defiler. So opponent's just playing garbage. And then he mills us for 1, and then we draw 1. Oh my gosh, chat, we're so good at this game. Chat, look at it. We drew our card. We did it. We're gonna play Lonus. Then we're gonna play Guide of Souls. And then we're gonna play Marionette Apprentice. Actually, should we kill him? On my upkeep. We didn't hit him for 1 here. We go to 12. I guess if he has a one-sided board wipe, it doesn't matter. This says indestructible, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. If he... I mean... He's just... He... Whoops. We just get the block and he's dead? Let's say he has removal. But he has to have instant speed removal. Chat! You thought we were gonna lose that. And then our opponent's just a dummy. And doesn't know how to read cards. Incredible. Alright, chat, we're gonna freeze there for today. Little longer stream. I appreciate anyone who stopped by. John Ramos. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Appreciate the raid. That was a lot of fun. Oh, look at that. We got some gold too. We'll probably write about this crawler combo list later in the week. But we'll be back with some new brews. I think my brain's just a little fried. I've been playing a lot of Magic lately. So I got some Brewer's Block, but pretty impressed with crawler combo. Not so impressed with the discard lists we've been playing. But at least I finally tested them out. And we know where we're sort of standing moving forward. So had some fun with that. But anywho, thank you. As always, all of the decks we played on stream can be found on Moxfield. And yeah, thank you. Feel free to shoot me a message or leave comments if you have any questions about anything or any brew ideas. And I'll hopefully, what's today? Sunday? Be back tomorrow night for some more Jank. But for now, I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.